And the two Batman films that I've done, the Batman Begins and Dark Knight, they were good because they was just meeting up with Wally Pfister at the time, and sort of doing that stuff with him and Chris Nolan. They're just exciting people to be with. You know what I mean? So that was good. And then to make those two films, which are regarded again really quite well. So, and they were good. And what we've done with them films, I think they look good as well. They look great. Wally you meet up with cameramen and they get a good eye. You know they're good what they're doing, and him and Chris Nolan, whatever Nolan's doing, he's one of them guys. He says, "Come, we're over here now. You're not frightened. You're none of them like, oh, silly bollocks, doesn't know what he's doing." It's not like that with them people. You know what I mean? Wherever they go, you go for, "Come on, we're on something good here," and you go to work with them. So getting on with Wally, and who that put me in touch with afterwards as well.
Right.
He went back to the States and you going to LA, who do you use? And it's, I use this Gaffer Perry. And all of a sudden I had a lot of people that were friends of Wally, and they'd all of a sudden asking for me on jobs. Really? So it was nice, doing that. So it was a good period.
So is that pretty much the way it works?
I think so. I think is more of that's word of mouth. And those guys, the Americans, because I haven't got an English DP that I work with all the time. It's just I pick up, cameramen as they turn up and come in. So you're kind of always available because you're not locked into one gaffer all the time. One cameraman all the time. So you pick up the cameramen that are coming over, and they all go back and sit in, LA, and I'm off over to the States. Who did you use as a camera operator? Who did you use as a first AC? Who did you use as a gaffer? And if your name keeps popping up, you stand a good chance of getting on.
Okay. So has that happened? Have you had a phone call from any particular DPs and they've said, "Oh, Wally said"? Yeah,
loads. I've had loads of calls. When it's going, "Oh Wally put me onto you."
Cool.
Or once you've got another cameraman, then they've gone back and they know someone who knows someone, and you wind up at the end of it. It's a fairly small community, and everyone knows everyone. Then in the end. We've all got stories to tell about each other, so it's good.
Cool. Right. Do you want to get there? Go on, if it's demolition, man.
No, it won't be.
You sure?
No, it's a block call. So that's
Is it? Would that never mean production?
That's a
really?
a production office.
So are you not interested? This is possibly a job.
No, but it's all right. I'll get in touch. They'll drop me an email. I don't have an answering service either.
Yeah, I noticed that when I was trying to get hold of you. Why not?
Because it's just they drive me mad, phones anyway. So it's you have to have one. But, most of the time it's switched off or on vibrate or something like that, tucked out of the way, and it's just I try to use it as my convenience for getting hold of things rather than that all the time. So they'll email me or they'll call me back.
Right.
Whereas if they start leaving messages, then you've got to try and call them back. And if you're shooting, trying to keep using that, getting distracted and going off making phone calls is
a no-go really. Cameraman needs you there.
Yeah, that's right. And then the job becomes second because you're worried about the next one. You ain't actually done a good one on this one yet because you're on the phone all the time. So I keep that out of the way.
Okay, interesting.